Okay, I gave it some thought, and it appears that there is a way to do almost anything. And I'm going to explain what we're going to do here. In the Consignment tab, I have Record 11. Okay, in Record 11, I just was using this to test with. I want to show you what I've done. Now, assuming that this was an item that is going to be repeated, and there's going to be several of them added, I needed to come up with a way to add records that you were discussing about multiple items. Now, as you notice here, I had assorted cushions L1. The L1 was lot 1, so I want to be able to add the same thing and make it lot 2 or L2, 3, 4, 5, as many as I want to put in it. That distinguishes them apart, and every time I add a new record, it's going to add a new ID. Now, the idea of having to add it in this screen was kind of difficult because you have to scroll and scroll and scroll in order to get it done. But anytime there's a like item, meaning that everything in this is going to be pretty much used as it is, we can go ahead and do a fast development of it. I'm going to show you. You come over here. Once you have the record in the system, the basic one is here with the right dates and everything and the basic information. Just click on the portal. And when you click on the portal, it's going to open until that portal button will open this screen right here. Now what's going to happen, I'm going to add a new record on the fly here, and I could add as many as I wanted to, but in this particular case, what it's going to do, it's going to make a copy of the current record by duplicating it. You'll see I added a copy and add new button, and one of the fields that's going to critical to this is that we have to, on a new record, set this field to 0. And I'll explain what it does is it zeroes out the last record's calculated amount in the sales price. Now, I actually had it working where it knocked out the date as well up here in the sold date, but I think what we'll do is I may come back to that, but for right now it doesn't do that. The one thing that was added on this screen, and I'll explain later why, I put so you can see it in the screen, the commissions. And as you'll note, this is new, and it says do not edit the store commission. It's at 60. You edit this one. When you edit this one, it's always a decimal point and then whatever the factor is. In this case, it's 4 for 40%. That'll always make this turn out to be 60. So it's running a little slow for some reason right now, so I'm going to just go ahead and, there, it finally caught up. I'm going to go ahead and show you what you do. You come up here and you say copy add, click the button, and what it did is it created a new record. And when it created the new record, what it did is it copied the sold, the price, the date, and all this other stuff. Now watch what's going to happen when I bring this over here and say 0 in this field. First turns red, so you know you got the insert in there, and just turn it into 0. And watch what happens when it finally catches up to me here. Whoops. To 0. Take the 1 off and add 0. Okay, once it's 0 and I click, it's going to catch up to me here sooner or later. It knocks out the price here, knocks out the prices here. All you'd have to do is reset it to for sale for the new item you're adding in there. So let's put for, whoops, not eBay. Let's put in for sale. It's going to take a second. I don't know why it's going so slow. It's probably because I'm doing this recording with a new software package I'm not used to. The next thing you would do is, obviously it puts in the consign date for the new items that you're adding. You can edit that. And you can also take out this date by just highlighting it and just backspacing it out. And then once you've backspaced it out, you'll notice that it has not 11 in here, it has 483, which is the next ID number. So it has replaced it and added a new record. The only other thing you want to edit is just say L2. So it's the next one in line. So it makes it unique. So when you look at it, you'll know that L2 is the next available assorted cushions. So that's the next one you're going to have. Okay, if you look at it now, it's for sale. We got a 0 balance. We got a $12 initial quote value of this item. You're selling it for 19. Now, I didn't explain to you yet, but the 12 is normally a quote value that was put in there that the seller wanted to sell it for, not the consigner. But you can use it whatever you want. You can do whatever way you want to. And if you have something called a quote value that you want to use it for, then go right ahead. But all I basically did was a couple of different steps. I took out the date, I modified this point here, and I put a 0 over here. And what that did is it set the record all up again to be a new record. Now what happens? All I have to do is click this again, and you didn't even see it blink, but what it did is it created another record. It's now 484. We didn't even have to change anything else. It's all there. It has the for sale. Guess what? Click it again. Wait a second, watch this. It's 485. So now all you had to do is go back one and make it L3 and L4 by changing the ID up here. And that would have put in all the new records that you wanted to put in there. 3, go to the next record, which will come up L1, L2, make it 4. And you can do as many of those as you want and have them available to you when you want to use them. Okay, if you have any questions, give me a yell. Thank you.